What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm actually back on Motorfest today because there's something I've been thinking about for a minute. I've also been noticing it in Discord and different platforms as well. Guess what that's going to be? Well, it's going to have to do with the main stage, the custom show, and the summits. Now for this, I really do believe they need to do something with it and most likely overhaul all three of them. Now I'm going to get into why and ways they can also make this a lot better than what it currently is. Now, I'm sure you all probably saw that one video I did do not too long ago talking about the summits, the rewards in them, and I was honestly a bit annoyed and also a tad frustrated with it because I feel like they could do so much better with the summits. I do understand it's going to be like the weekly thing here in the crew, but guess what? They could easily make the summits way better with the overall rewards you get in them, and on top of that though, having a couple changes in there would probably make players go, yes, I really do want to do the summit this week. Like jumping into some of these guys, I feel like they can make the rewards so much better in them, but also I feel like they could actually do a tad better with the events in most of the summits. Can we all agree right now when at the time of recording this video, we're not even going to be at Forsberg yet, which probably when this goes up, it still might not be up, but who knows? Either way though, when looking at this though and looking at the Forsberg and Hoonigan, which by the way, the Forsberg update back in the Crew 2 is easily one of my favorites. Here in Motorfest though, it was honestly kinda mid, and then also the Hoonigan was probably one of my favorite updates as well. This is going to have drift events in it and stuff like that, a few Street Tier 2 events. The previous summit though, which was going to be pit stop pressure, was basically based around the lovely hypercar and Street Tier 2 classes. You probably have been noticing most of the summits normally have those two categories in them, so I would say seeing something like drifting or rally raid is going to be a great change. I mean, heck, they actually had a summit recently that did have motorcycles in it, even though a lot of players did not enjoy it. Personally, I really liked it because it was a tad different. We didn't see the same street cars or the same hypercars in it. People are using motorcycles, enjoying it, doing different things and all that, but I feel like a few things they could probably do with the summit, so that I did not mention in that one video to where I ranted a bit, is yes, we're talking about the rewards being better. That's probably obvious. But what they can also do though is maybe have the actual summits boosted in a way to where each event in that summit during that week is going to get you extra money and XP when doing it. I'm not saying like the overall award giving you like more XP, but each event in that summit's going to have like maybe a 20 or 30% boost only in the summit events. Maybe that would actually make players want to go in, farm some of those races a bit, and also actually get a higher score because guess what? You're getting more money and XP from the actual events. Now, we all do know at this point the overall like rewards thing is probably a pretty big topic with everybody. One thing I actually thought about, guys, with the custom show now, which I did want to discuss a bit, is probably down to the fact that the custom show also has a bunch of rewards in here. Funny thing is, the custom show actually gives you more money and XP from it normally, at least from what I have noticed. 100,000 bucks, 100,000 XP, you get some M3 stuff there. A red cloud window tint for platinum. We're going to have like the next thing, which is a rooftop. 100,000, all that, and parts again, and stuff like that, guys. Can't look at that one, but that's probably obvious. It's a little snowman. But there is something I did want to do, though. So I'm actually in the custom show now, guys. I want to show you something here. So you're going to see a bunch of cars around the entire area. Everybody is probably going after the said rewards that I just showed you. It is most likely going to be a pretty cool looking tire if you actually want it. And then last week, though, we actually got a really dope looking audio signature that basically everybody did want. The thing is, a lot of players are most likely never going to get it because the custom show is not actually based on skill at all, it's based on luck. And the funny thing is, you're actually going to notice something about the custom show here, guys, after the loading screen. So yeah, you see all the regular cars around me and you see those. I have not registered yet. Check this out, guys. Yeah, um, I'm seeing a trend. Let's see, 73 likes on that one. Let's check the other ones out. And the funny thing is, all the cars are exactly the same. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying this ruins the custom show, because it kind of actually does. The only reason why I'd say it doesn't ruin it, though, is you can still probably get into Platinum without doing this, even though everybody that is doing stuff like this is most likely going to be group voting. Who would have guessed? I mean, look at the cars. They're all most likely going to get in Platinum legit every single week without a single problem. The thing is, if you're looking to get in Platinum, though, you probably don't have this kind of power to where you can have a bunch of people and go group vote everybody's vehicle where they'll have 60 to 70 likes on them, or around that at least, where you got to post something like one of these cars here. Let's see. This car is going to have, let's check it. One like, and one like on that one. Okay, let's see, what's this one got? One like, guys, and again, these have 50 to 60. It's the same car, man. They all look the same liveries, and some of these cars actually look way better. Like, for example, this one I think is cooler than those. I mean, I like how they actually have the matching vanity tire on there. I think this car actually looks better than those, but this car might get maybe 5 to 7 likes if they're actually lucky. The issue with that, though, is if we're looking at the reward side of it, most of the cool rewards that show up in there, you are probably never going to get them because you probably get maybe 8 to 10 likes on average, where they're always getting 50 to 60 likes. Now, yeah, you could probably argue and go, well, that's not really the main thing because if you think about it, a lot of people are probably going to have 70 likes, some of them, but you could still easily get into like gold or something like that, maybe platinum, because it's only like a select amount of players doing something like this, right? That is true, but again, it's going to be completely based on luck. And the funny part is you'll actually end up finding other cars showing up here like the Alfa Romeo. Again, guys, this one's going to be just like the ones up there, but these are not going to get nearly as many likes because those are all being group voted. Now, the reason why this does frustrate me a lot is I do understand you could probably still get into platinum, but I do feel like a lot of players are probably going to put some of these cars out. They're going to have some pretty nice builds, guys. Like this one's pretty clean, man. Look at this car. That's pretty nice. I would vote for this. Let me actually vote for this dude's car. That thing's actually pretty dope. And then we're actually going to have some weird livery with people group voting, and boom, 50 to 70 likes, man. Like, it's honestly just a bit insane. But with that, I feel like they should not be having some insane rewards in there. Part of that actually made me think about the rewards maybe not being in the summits because they also have the custom show. So maybe some of these rewards would have been in there, but instead they're actually going to be in the custom show. Do you guys actually want to have something like a really cool audio signature, some dope rewards that are completely locked behind something like luck? I'm going to guess right now and say most people probably don't even want to think about it. Now, the last thing I did actually want to talk about is going to be the main stage. Funnily enough, I did actually make videos on this over the past entire year, trying to get this to be a lot better than what it currently is. The one thing we actually managed to get was going to be weekly challenges, so that's going to be a win. But besides that, though, nothing else has changed. Now, the reason I say that is simply down to the rewards. Clicking on this, guys, this is something I just legit do not understand, man. They want players to actually level up, enjoy the game, go after different things, and probably look at the main stage and go, yo, I actually want to hit level 100, man. The thing is, I am currently not even level 1 yet because I do not actually see a point. Don't get me wrong, I'm probably going to level up maybe to like 5 or 6 or something like that, but it does actually depend a bit though because I might end up doing a custom mode video, which means I would most likely end up leveling up trying to do the custom mode. But besides that though, the biggest thing I ask myself when I look at something like this is why level pass 4? The thing is, what do you actually get out of this, man? Now again, I've made a lot of videos on this stuff, and I really would love to see something changed about it. I mean, for one, we're getting a blue and orange smoke at level 2. We're getting the Camaro ZL1, which I'm going to guess right now and say most players already own it. If you don't, you'll probably get like 100, 150,000. Cool, I guess. I mean, you'll get some money for it. At level 4, though, you get a title. Level 20, title. Seriously, guys, the big question is, you're telling me they could not fill in the other levels in this main stage, bro? Like, we cannot have something from level 5 to level 19 or something, 21 to 49. They could put in extra XP or something when you level, like, tokens. I don't know, man. Parts, other cars, bro. Like, seriously, nothing else in the entire main stage. They want you to get to level 100 for a title? A title? Like, come on, man. Like, it doesn't make any sense because they could easily make everything else in this main stage so much more in depth. Players are actually going to go, yo, there's a lot of rewards every single month. Let me level up to level 100. Those parts look kind of dope. You get like a part set, maybe like a special like gold part set thing at like 99. I don't know, man. They can throw in a lot of stuff. Maybe you get like double XP tokens, double money tokens, like, and that's the thing though, like I've been thinking about this for a minute. Again, I have made multiple videos talking about the main stage, the summits and all that, but haven't really covered much of anything on the actual custom show because I don't even do it. Never actually had a desire to do it. But if you actually log on to Motorfest though and look at something like the main stage, for example, you're probably looking at that going, okay, well, I actually want to level up to 100 because some of these items look pretty dang cool. And that's something as well, like, don't you think people would actually want to look at the main stage and get excited to level it up? being honest, guys, do you actually get excited to level up the main stage right now? Like, do you really want to hit level 100? I do not remember the last time I hit level 100. Being real, I just don't. Like, if I was looking at this, seeing like special unlock tokens, whether it's going to be like money, XP, maybe you actually level up, you get like an extra 20% bonus on every event you do or something. I feel like players are like, okay, so if I hit level 55 or something, I'm actually going to get an extra 20% of money and XP from every event. I bet you all right now, a lot of players are probably going to want to hit level 55 just to get something like that unlocked. Maybe they can have some visual part upgrades and stuff in there again, maybe some part sets. And that's the biggest thing I actually think about. That's also why I made the videos in the past about the main stage, talking about how they could actually make it better and really bring players into it. Because I feel like right now there's not a lot of things dragging you into this game to really make you play through the levels and actually level things up, do the summits and all that, and boom, you're pretty much done. If they added a bunch more rewards and things players actually wanted into the main stage to make this a lot more interesting, maybe they can add new wheels to it. Wouldn't that be kind of dope? Like, for example, let's not actually have a wheel DLC, which I honestly doubt that's ever going to happen. How about this? Why don't you add some cool wheels into the main stage every single month? Maybe every 5 or so levels you get a new wheel that can actually be maybe name brand, and also let us paint them actually how we want to, man. Like, I guarantee you guys right now, if they actually added something like that, we did see something like that in the Speed Pass and Need for Speed where there's new wheels in it. Why not add something like that into the main stage to where players can progress through it and really feel like they're actually unlocking cool stuff? I bet you right now about 99% of the player base doesn't care about titles, bro. Like, if you actually hit level 4 in the main stage, you're done. Because you don't have to get anything else. You can actually hit level 3 in it and then basically not play the game anymore besides Wednesday. Like, it's legit like that in a certain aspect. But if you actually put a lot more stuff in the main stage to make the leveling actually feel good or at least worth it, guess what people are going to do? They're going to level up in the main stage. Who would have actually thought? But overall though, guys, do let me know your thoughts on this stuff in the comments below. What do you think about the summits? What would you like to see in those? What about the custom show as well? I would probably guess right now and say the custom show is honestly a pretty big failure, only because it's so based on RNG or even group voting. Then we're obviously going to have something like the main stage here, which is actually the main leveling part of the entire game of Motorfest, and it doesn't really offer much of anything. Again, let me know what y'all think about all three of these in the comments below.